2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the San Antonio Spurs. So for San Antonio, their last game, a win against the Nets at Barclays Center. As good as they've been, they know this one won't be easy, trying to steal a road win against a very capable team. And both teams are up for this one. And in this next one, two intelligent, grizzled rosters going toe-to-toe. Shaq,
Not
with
grizzly
sound effects
rosters.
like that, and two veteran
Grizzled.
teams like this that know the lay of the land. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, patience, working for the shots that you really want. Two teams that tend to value each possession. That's a grizzly sound, Ernie.
It's
Oh,
grizzled.
grizzly
not-
sound.
You said grizzly.
He said grizzled.
Oh,
Because of a
grizzled.
couple of grizzled rosters.
Okay, grizzled cheese sandwich. Okay, I got
Grizzled cheese, yeah.
it. Got it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
For grizzled.
But you got to have good fundamentals, Ernie. That's really big. And experience in crunch time. Guys who've been in a position before, they relax, they take great shots, they don't get nervous. That's what I always like.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I got a quick joke for you guys.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. You know why Snoop carries an umbrella?
Why?
For drizzle. Here's Kevin Harlan.
For drizzle.
The Air Canada Centre is filled to capacity. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And, of course, Kawhi Leonard. The team very excited about how he performed in the first game. He seemed to be clicking on all cylinders.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. I mean, you can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Shot clock at 6. And Green gets it to go. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it. 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that. Shortening the preseason. Stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
Now here's Mills. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Gasol a screen. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup. Mills has got his first basket of the night.
And how about the commitment of Gasol on the screen, doing whatever he can to open up shots for his teammates.
Green kicks to Leonard. Shoots from 12, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
And that one drops.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Now here's Mills. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Gasol kicks to Aldridge. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. And here's Mills for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And how about the effort that they put forth in that game, playing just lockdown D?
Well, you know what they say, defense wins championships, and they made a huge effort to shut them down.
Here's Mills after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way, and Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Free throw good, Gasol. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that 3-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Both good from the line that time.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
Now, here's Lowry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch. Look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Here's DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Now, here's Lowry. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. So it's the Spurs now, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Here's Aldridge. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Spurs.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the 3-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Inside, the putback.
Boy, that's a pass I don't think anyone saw coming other than maybe Kyle Lowry. What vision on the dish.
Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Gasol dishes to Bellinelli. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got his first 2 points.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Lowry with the ball, picked up by Aldridge. Lowry against Aldridge. Lets it go from 11. Lowry can't get that one to fall. So it's the Spurs now. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
A nice shot by Gasol.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said if they want to go up 2-0 in the season series tonight, they have to be just as sharp as they were the first meeting. He said we can't get sloppy and expect to win. We have to be careful with our shots and take care of the ball. We'll see if they can execute just as well this second time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Right, you've got to be able to use plenty of screens, not let players start to go one-on-one and try to do this thing individually. Run your sets, get the best shooters their shots.
Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gasol's got 9. Toronto trailing. Outside Lowry. Screened by Ibaka. Over Aldridge. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Yes, that goes in. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. Leonard against DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. Over Ibaka. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, guys, really good court vision, allowing DeRozan to make that pass. You know, he sees the play developing way in advance. Boy, some tough decisions for the Raptors this past summer, right? A lot of their players entering free agency, not enough money to go around. It's a good problem to have, though, having too much talent.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Aldridge a screen. Back to Bellinelli. Over Green. Nice D from Valanciunas. And the Raptors roster getting expensive. Doris, in your opinion, are they a contender? And is it worth paying the luxury tax if they're not?
Well, Kev, we're talking about a top 3 seed in the East last season. They're coming off back-to-back 50-win seasons. So whether or not they can win it all, that kind of winning has value. But as presently constituted, do I think they win a championship? No.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Miles. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And you might remember, Doris, back when C.J. Miles was playing for the Pacers, they had him lining up at power forward. A tall task for him at 6'6".
Well, no doubt, Kev, but credit him for accepting the challenge. You pay a physical price for that. He's much more effective guarding wings. And unfortunately for him, that experiment was pretty short-lived.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, Kevin, I don't think you can put a price on the experience C.J. Miles brings to the table. He is such a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Gay. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Murray. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Miles the pass to Powell. There's a good screen. Kicks to Miles. Fires the three. And that one is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Gay left side. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And when you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points, and really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
And he makes the first. And with Rudy Gay, scoring, Greg, has never been a problem for him, has pretty much had the same level of production his entire career.
Yeah, and if you say that about some players, it's considered an insult, but it's a good thing for Gay. Usually we'll shoot in the mid-40s for this field goal percentage, and solid at that small forward position. Also a great ISO game.
And Rudy Gay suffered the injury last season, but was still a wanted man when free agency rolled around, Greg, and San Antonio got him.
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs made a big offer for him, and Gay felt it was the right fit. Interesting to see how his role develops in San Antonio this year. Still, there's a feeling that he's got a lot left in the tank.
And the Spurs with possession. The Raptors knocking down the tray. They set the pick. Ginobili dishes to Laverne, and it's blocked. And here's Miles. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Powell kicks to Siakam. To the wing on the left. Here's Van Vliet. Over Ginobili. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead. Murray with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Doris is a former guard. You know how much energy it takes to run a team and think a game as well as score. I mean, there's a lot on your plate at that position. What backcourt guys get an advantage of playing with a consistently high motor?
Well, Russell Westbrook, in addition to his ferocity, seems to be able to sustain his level of energy across a 48-minute game. I feel like the guy never gets a rest, so he's one high motor guy. I'll tell you a guy who doesn't do it the same way, but still it's required that he has a level of endurance that maybe would shock people, is James Harden. Like, the guy has the basketball in his hands. He's #1 priority in terms of the defensive scout. So Russell Westbrook and James Harden, though they go about the job differently, both are phenomenal at having a great endurance and having the ball so much.
The dish now to Miles. Feeds it to Powell. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Murray. Powell for 3. Here's Siakam, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Ginobili the pass to Laverne. Back to Ginobili. No good that time. And Toronto will come the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Van Vliet. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Challenging the shot has almost the same effect as blocking it.
No doubt, especially when the shooter knows that a defender is draped all over him. That kind of activity alters shots.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Gay, and he drops it in from the low post. Gay's got 6.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
The shot by Powell, no good.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Ginobili dishes to Laverne. He kicks it to Murray. Spurs passing it around. Ginobili with the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Toronto leading by 3. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shoots the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Powell's got his second basket of the night. Now here's Murray. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Raptors up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother. And that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
C.J. Miles is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Used the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the Raptors pick up 2. Gay kicks to Cunningham. Stolen by Miles. They get it back. The feed to Cunningham. But they'll get another chance. Laverne passes to Gay. Ginobili outside. In the corner, Murray with it. They get the rebound. Laverne. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Now, here's Miles. Not a lot of room. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. 5th, the Raptors.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Now here's Ginobili. Guarded by Powell. Pass to Gay. He dishes it to Laverne. Doris, you were born in New York, became the first female analyst to ever call a Knicks game. Talk about the emotions that night, having traveled that incredible journey.
You know, Kev, it was both magical and nerve-wracking. You know, I grew up a Knicks fan when there was a healthy Bernard King, and the league had absolutely nothing for him when he was doing work on the low post. Hubie Brown was an idol of mine. But it was also nerve-wracking to be the first woman to sit in Clyde Frazier's seat. It was sort of awe-inspiring and a ton of fun.
That free throw good from Laverne. And the Spurs with some changes. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Cunningham. Bellinelli comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Murray. So he gets them both. Here's Powell. He's got 6. Here's Valanciunas. San Antonio with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard with the steal. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Mills dishes to Laverne. Back to Mills. Rudy Gay on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Spurs have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Free throw good. Mills.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Toronto. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge comes in for Rudy Gay. He's off on the second.
Well, the Lithuanian 7-footer Jonas Valanciunas, very effective scoring at the rim. He can get you buckets on the low block. He's an excellent finisher in the pick and rolls. A lot to like about this guy.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's the screen. Gasol kicks to DeRozan. Hangs. Gasol, no good. And Valanciunas, a tremendous offensive rebound.
And that's important, Kevin, because so much of their offense flows through that tremendously talented backcourt. If Valanciunas wants more touches, he's got to go and create them.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Pass to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And it's 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from DeRozan. Now Lowry, he has 7. Screened by Ibaka. Lowry passes to Green. Ibaka wide open, he fires. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Dishes it to Bellinelli. He feeds it to DeRozan. Aldridge a screen. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And early on, Serge Ibaka known for his shot blocking Doris and rebounding.
And you have to admire, Kev, that the guy put in work to become a better offensive player. First he mastered the mid-range, then he stretched his range out to the three-point line. He's become a player you have got to guard as a perimeter scorer.
The free throw drops for Ibaka. Doris, so often we talk about high basketball IQ. Is that something you can learn, or do you have to be born with something like that?
I think it's probably a little bit of both, but if you look at someone like LeBron James, whose basketball IQ may be the highest we've ever seen, I think he's a guy whose basketball knowledge is always expanding. And I think if you love the game, you're constantly taking in information. So probably a little bit of both.
So you've always got to be curious, right? Even if you're at the top of the game like LeBron or yourself.
Right. LeBron is just, he's constantly taking in sources of information, upping his ante in terms of film watching and preparation. Really special to be able to watch that guy work.
And I know that's how you prepare as a broadcaster now. I'd like to tag along sometime and watch you prepare for a game. That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a blast.
DeMar DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Mills. This one for three. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Lowry. Green with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Green dishes to Lowry. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. DeRozan a screen on Leonard. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Over Lowry. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Takes the three. Kept alive. Valanciunas off with the layup.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
The offensive rebound. Here's Aldridge. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Raptors leading by 6. Outside Leonard. And the pass to Green. Up top, Ibaka. Here's Leonard. Nice D from DeRozan.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Aldridge down low. Valanciunas is there. Count that one. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Pass to Ibaka. Kicks to Lowry. Back to Ibaka. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Spurs.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Outside, Green. Back to Valanciunas. Launches a three. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Spurs trail by 4. Fires from the wing. No good off the front iron.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Screened by Valanciunas. And the wide-open shot from Green. The three-pointer is right on target. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
What a boost to have Kyle Lowry running the show. Selfless, smart, and always looking to create.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Fifth, the Raptors.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want a foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Ginobili with the ball. Guarded by Powell. And Aldridge slams it in.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And if you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Here's Powell. After the basket by San Antonio. Here's Siakam. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer, and he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from 3.
The Spurs have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
That free throw good from Aldridge. And Aldridge doesn't shoot a ton of threes, yet he still earns his keep in that mid-range.
Yeah, on that left block, back to the basket, and with his size, that turnaround, Jay, is just about unstoppable.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Anunoby. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Powell with the steal. Over to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Anunoby. Feeds to Powell. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ginobili. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Spurs trail by 7. Cunningham passes to Gay. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Now here's Powell. He's covered by Ginobili. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Raptors.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Just nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taken that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Aldridge a screen. Ginobili kicks to Murray. Offline with his 3.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Toronto shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. Spurs trail by 9. Aldridge dishes to Gay. He kicks it to Cunningham. Here's Murray. And the layup is good. Murray's got 5 points so far.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. Here's Siakam. And yes, it's good. Siakam's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Raptors.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. It's good from long range. Cunningham's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Powell battles through traffic and lays it in. 8 points for him.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Here is Cunningham. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And that one's good by Gay.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
Here's Powell. And so we conclude the first half. Raptors lead by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. For the Raptors, Kenny, what do you think?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And what about Pau Gasol? I mean, he's been sensational.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, he has been in the grill of his man all night. He's used his reach to turn away those shots. You have to love the defensive effort.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Spurs trail by 6. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
And here's Leonard. Screened by Ibaka. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Connects from three-point range. Ibaka's got 12 in the game.
Nice to see that Ibaka has added the three-point shot to his arsenal. You have now got to get a hand up on him when he's beyond the arc.
Now here's Mills. Aldridge a screen. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Now the dish to Mills. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. And Dwayne Casey, known as a grinder, pound the rock, Doris, is his motto.
Well, along those lines, how about this? In college, he actually worked in a coal mine in order to get the money to buy a car. Hard work indeed. And we're not talking just any car. It was a 70s white coupe with swivel seats. How cool is that for a young guy?
And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Raptors leading by 6. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Ibaka, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside for Gasol. Out to the right wing. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And what precision passing from Gasol. A real genius at finding his teammates in their comfort zone.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Valanciunas against Gasol. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. And the three off target.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 8, and the three ball is good.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, terrific pick and roll action right there. The pass from DeRozan on time and on target.
Toronto leading by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside, Green. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. And Gasol sends it back. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Laverne, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Spurs trail by 5. Gasol dishes to DeRozan. Knocks it loose. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. And here's Gasol outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Green, the screen. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. And there's the feed to Leonard. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And only the 15th pick back when he was drafted, Leonard was projected to become a starter, but never a superstar.
Now here's Mills. There's the pick. Here's Bellinelli. Here's DeRozan. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Toronto working the ball around now. Over in the corner, Green. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Mills with it. Outside Gasol. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
One shot.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Outside Gasol. Clock at 4. Gasol, a screen on Ibaka. DeRozan's shot is off. Raptors leading by 4. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from 3-point range.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
DeRozan passes to Gasol. Now the Raptors moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Can't cash in from the high post. Spurs trail by 4.
And this is what we're starting to see, right? A growing number of players league-wide who can combine both shot blocking and three-point shooting. That used to be a rare combination. And if you think about it, Serge Ibaka was a forerunner. He was one of the first in the league to do it.
Here is Lowry, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Leonard inside, DeRozan defending, and it's Leonard again missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Doris Ibaka, drafted with the 24th pick by Oklahoma City back in 2008, seen as a raw project player. His development as a shooter, really impressive.
Right. Kev, this guy came into the league strictly as an energy player. But through work and dedication, he develops a big-time mid-range jump shot. And by year 6, he stretched that out to the three-point line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the league grows.
Raptors have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. C.J. Miles comes in for Green. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. Ginobili comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And Kyle Lowry, one of those players you love to play with and hate to play against.
All right, because he's been described as a pit bull when he takes the court.
Whoa!
How about this? As a defender, it's not easy to deal with DeMar DeRozan when he's driving to the window. This guy, through contact, potent as a finisher.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Ginobili against Miles. Ginobili gets the bucket. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Outside Lowry. To the paint. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Pass to Laverne from 17 feet out, and the shot falls short this time.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
And the Spurs making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Here's Van Vliet. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Stolen by Ginobili. Stolen by Miles. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for DeRozan.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Here's Laverne. Over in the corner, Cunningham. There's the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Van Vliet. It's tipped. The Raptors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Murray kicks to Gay. Back to Murray for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Gay. The pass to Van Vliet. Dishes it to Miles. And the Raptors miss again. San Antonio trailing here. To the left wing. Here's Murray. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Van Vliet kicks to Powell. No good with the triple. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Powell. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Now here's Miles. Pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Powell. He's covered by Ginobili. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From deep three-point range, and it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. San Antonio's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Ginobili, he's like a whirling dervish when he's driving inside, just kind of glides his way to the basket.
Marcus Aldridge just checked in for the Spurs.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And for the Raptors, they're shooting about 42% so far. Kicks it to Miles. He feeds it to Powell. Toronto working the ball around now. Count that one from Van Vliet. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Aldridge a screen. Murray dishes to Ginobili. Puts one up from 19. The shot is good off the backboard. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Chalk up 2 there. Siakam's got 8.
Really nice job inside that time. The defense unable to react quick enough to stop him. Boy, he is fast.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Ginobili outside. Wide open look here for Murray. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. 8 points for him.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it. I'll tell you, it was the sharp passing that led to that shot. Terrific teamwork.
The Raptors have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. On the free throw, no good. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Murray dishes to Ginobili. They set the pick. Back to Murray. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Feeds it to Powell. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Gay. Now Miles. Pass to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Here's Siakam. A rebound by the Spurs. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Cunningham kicks to Gay. Deep 2 from Murray. No good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Spurs out in front. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Everybody got to rotate, rebound, it's pace going back. It's attack, attack, attack. That's all it is.
Greg Popovich distilling it down to one simple concept: be aggressive.
And guys, he knows this game so well. When they control momentum, the pace, they're much harder to beat.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. We've got Anunoby, also C.J. Miles out there, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Ginobili attacking. He kicks it to Murray. Fires from 14. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. The dish to Powell. Fires from the wing. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Powell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors. San Antonio leading. And here is Murray. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. Count it. Murray's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
Boy, after an up-and-down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Toronto calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits at this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Gay. DeRozan comes in for Cunningham. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
A shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
They get the rebound. Valanciunas. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gasol a screen. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Gasol a screen on Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Shoots a 3. Another miss by DeRozan.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Screen by Ibaka. Green kicks to Leonard. Jumper off the screen. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's the break. The open shot by Leonard. They get the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. DeRozan passes to Mills. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Fast break Toronto. Leonard, that's for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now the feed to Bellinelli. Gasol a screen on Green. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I'd say that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Lowry kicks to Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Spurs trail by 5. Mills passes to DeRozan to the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Green. And here's Mills for 3. San Antonio again missing. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Lowry. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Aldridge against Valanciunas. To stop the drought. Aldridge can't get it to go.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And again, Toronto running the court in transition. Leonard dishes to Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. Over in the corner, Green. Screened by Ibaka. Green kicks to Ibaka. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Spurs trail by 9. Left side, DeRozan. The 9-foot shot. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Leonard.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Mills passes to DeRozan.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork helped this guy live at the line.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Back to Mills. The Spurs working the ball around now. Ibaka against Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Doris, regarding league expansion with the popularity of international basketball, you think there'll ever be a team added to the NBA that is not located in North America?
You know, this is a fascinating supposition because the game is so popular in China. The game is increasingly popular in any number of non-NBA cities in Europe, Kev. I just wonder about the logistics of it. We talk all the time about the difficulty of the travel schedule and then the games in a certain number of nights. If you're incorporating overseas travel, it just seems to me that that's going to be a tough jigsaw to work out.
It could be. If you're playing on the East Coast and playing a London or a Paris, those flights probably don't measure much over 7 hours. But I get your point, and that, you know, all leagues are looking at this now very closely.
This is something the league is looking hard at. It'll be curious to see what occurs from it.
I think one of the things, too, is do we need to influence overseas markets now to find new revenues? I think that's something that all the leagues are looking at. Screened by Ibaka. Green dishes to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan, and it's Leonard missing. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Bellinelli. Outside for Gasol. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on DeRozan. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Mills passes to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Green. Aldridge, good.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Green with the ball. Outside Lowry. And Leonard has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 11. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. And the lead is down inside single digits. Bellinelli's got 9 points here in the second half. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Lowry kicks to Green. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14, and he nails the jumper. And the Raptors lead by 11. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Mills dishes to Aldridge. And Bellinelli kicks to Gasol. Aldridge a screen. There's the screen. They get it back. Mills in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. There's Green with the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bellinelli passes to Aldridge. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto leading by 8. Outside Lowry. Three-pointer. Gasol with the rebound. San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul. It's stolen by DeRozan.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Bellinelli dishes to DeRozan. Sinks the triple. DeRozan's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Oh, my goodness. You could tell DeMar DeRozan demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, a very productive trip to the line that time, and they're sitting on a nice lead now.
The kick out to Aldridge. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Green kicks to Valanciunas. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, efficient scoring in the post. Just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Green. Gasol, a screen on Lowry. Shot clock at 5. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, we talk about the offensive prowess of DeMar DeRozan. Clever use of the up fake and gets him to draw the foul. Nicely done.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, I think you have to admit that DeMar DeRozan is a guy who's gotten better with age. He's always been great, but I think now certainly one of the elite offensive players in the entire association.
Here's Lowry. No good. Good D by Gasol. Here's San Antonio now. 7-point differential. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Here's Lowry. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Leonard with the steal, and so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's not looking good at this point.
You know, it just doesn't seem like they have enough time to get back into this one, and it has to be disappointing.
He dishes it to Green. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Mills with the steal. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.